Lee's Motown group of friends included Dennis Edwards. Lee's brother-in-law would bring a towel with him to wipe off the sweat when they'd go dancing, but Lee didn't much like to dance. Maybe like a 1-2, 1-2.
That's
but
right.
You didn't like the sweat, you know?
No.
Marvin Gaye was in a convertible Cadillac while Lee was mowing the lawn, and Marvin Gaye lived 2 blocks from Lee Canady. Lee had a $25,000 house. He only paid $21,500 on it. Marvin Gaye lived with his wife Anna, and one day Anna threw Marvin's clothes on the lawn. You want to talk about that? That's a great story. I don't think you've mentioned that before.
Well, that was the talk. That was the libretto. That was out on the wire. I can't verify because I wasn't there, but it was told that she threw all his clothes outside.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
That's what was talking in the neighborhood. I don't know. When you're out there like I was, you go to the barber shop, you hear what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And record stores, wherever there's people that's gossip. Hearsay. I don't like to do that. I just said it was told out. That was out on the screen at the time.
Diana Ross came into Lee's record store all the time when Diana was just in school, a child basically. But she was too young for Lee, so you didn't really engage with her because the age difference. You would have been maybe more friendly otherwise.
Well, we was friendly, but at the time I was married anyway, and I don't know how old she was, but I'm just saying that they came in. A lot of girls would come in there, and Les Keywell was Jewish, and at the time it wasn't as segregated. It was segregated.
Yeah.
And people wasn't mixing as well. You understand? But anyway, they was flirting around with Les. The kids from Cass. And Les was young and I was too, and he was single, and he was Jewish, and they flirted around each other. They didn't, and that's how they would come in there, and we talked, and we played records and laughed and talked. Nobody was hitting on nobody that I know anything about,
Yeah.
But her cousin lived in Southwest Detroit, and they looked like twins. And I remember her more at the time than I did Diana Ross. I never have really got a chance to be acquainted with Diane, as she got older, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, even when she became a big star in the Supremes, you didn't really get to know her that well.
No, because she in town, if I go there, I didn't go backstage all the time. Sometimes I would just be in the audience, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just still saying, when he had the 20 grand, sometimes he had press for his artists, and I would meet him. That would be that kind of thing.
You got on better with the Temptations, it sounds like, anyways. You got on better with the dudes than the chicks.
I got what?
You got on better with the men more than the ladies.
Well, Eddie Kendrick, I know him personally. Eddie Kendrick, I knew him personally.
Yeah.
And I know his brother.
Yeah.
Clarence, he had a record store on Finkel.
Yeah.
And we was tight. We all, that's how I got to meet Eddie, I guess. Well, Eddie came, someone brought him by the store.
Yeah.
And in fact, Eddie gave me an album, Cloud 9, a long 33, but it's a long play.
Yeah.
And so he gave me a copy of that,